So I've had pretty good luck with elm to date. I've had quite a bit of it. Not a ton, but some. It was a little stringy, but I've always heard how miserable it is. And it's like this heartwood, man. It just, look at that mess. I mean, how do you sell something like that? You don't. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tegrity Wood. Beautiful fall day. Well, I guess we're still in summer, but fall-like day. Bluebird skies. The sun is relentless, but the humidity is low. Just got back, trying to get back in the swing of things. I've been on a cruise all week. Me and grilling with Bob and my lady and Maggie. We all went on a cruise, had a great time. Did the Icon of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. It's one of their giganto ships with like water parks and stuff. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. So I'm back at it. Just trying to get back in the groove of things. I don't know if any of you have ever cruised, but there's a lot of food involved and it turns you into a turd basically. But I've got some firewood to split here. I went out so it's been a couple weeks since I've been out. That's kind of, there it is. Give you an idea here, and I'm 6 foot tall. So that's sitting, what, 7 feet tall at the peak. This is the stuff that I've been collecting in my mad race to beat the guy that owns the tree service and clearing out all that wood for his new project, putting that building in there. So I've been going. I haven't been over there. It was a week and a half anyways. And the weather has just been like this since I've been gone. So they've been busy. I pulled in and there was only one truck sitting in their lot. So they're out collecting wood. They had a bunch of soft maple. They had a bunch of elm, some hackberry in there. Wasn't planning on doing any bucking today. Just kind of wasn't in the mood for it with the pants and everything. But I was going to go ahead and take care of that. Reached out to the guy that owns the property that my wood yard's on. And he's busy with the trailer today. So we're going to split. And I'll worry about getting that wood. What I'm worried about is there's so much of it. They're going to start pushing it back and I'm not going to have access to it. But yeah, it was still pretty easily accessible the way it was piled on there now on the front of the pile. So I got a little bit of that panic button going, like, oh God, they're going to shove it all around and I'm not going to be able to get to it. But it is what it is. If it's still there when I have a trailer and I'm available to do it, then we'll get it. If not, we'll get the stuff they put in front of it. So anyhow, so we're going to take a break from bucking and loading up the wood yard with rounds to splitting things up and getting it moved over there to start drying for us. So if splitting videos are your jam, we got you covered because we're going to be splitting today. Mostly, let me get these off. What I split up there was elm, which I knew I had. This smells like ash. Ash has kind of the wider rings. It's heavy. It's wet. I don't know. I think it's ash, but I'm not sure. I'm going to use my app and see if I can figure out what this is. All right. So my app tells me, and I felt like it wasn't ash, but it smells like ash. But it had that redder color to it, but not quite what you get with a honey locust. But it does have that darker center in it. And my app is telling me this is willow oak. It's a species of red oak. It makes sense, man. It is heavy. It's heavy like the, well, ash is tough because mostly what I've had, some of it's been wetter, but it's not been super wet. So I don't know about ash all that well as far as the weight of it. But I know honey locust is heavy as all get out. I haven't really had any oak this year. So yeah, this is a type of red oak. So that makes sense. So I'm gonna stack this in with my honey locust because it's gonna take about a year or so for it to dry properly. All right, so I've been messing around with this elm. Seems like the smaller, I don't know if it was limbwood. Man, it is so stringy. Doesn't seem to matter if I split it with a maul or not. Some of the bigger ones I split by hand seem to perform better, but then when I split them on here as a big round, they worked out okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get into some of the bigger rounds. I'm gonna move these smaller ones out of my way. They just keep being stringy, man. They're not even worth the trouble. I'll bust it down one time down the middle. If it's a stringy mess, I'll throw it in my garbage pile and take it to my house and burn it as firewood in my campfire. So anyhow, that's kind of where we're at with things. I didn't film me hitting it with a maul. That doesn't seem to be too appealing to people. All of my manual splitting videos have done, well, let's just say they haven't performed well. So yeah, so we're gonna hit the big rounds and see how they split up for us. So far they've been pretty good to us, so let's go. All right, well, that was awful. Definitely not the funner days I've had splitting. Weather's pretty good, but man, struggle with that elm. Not all of it. A lot of it split up real nice. I mean, and then you just would have, I think I had a half dozen logs. It just wasn't even worth the time. Looked like hell, split like hell, couldn't get it apart. It just isn't worth the time. But that pile was 7 foot tall, and now it's just a few feet tall. And we got quite a bit of it done today. Man, that bark comes off of the that elm. It just peels off, and there's like a dust in there. Got it to where I'm having trouble talking. Had me sneezing. So here, yeah, I'll show you what we got going on as far as what we stacked up today. All right, so this is my land of misfits over here, and you can just see. Oh, just miserable. It's like the outer edge would be super hard, and the inside would just be like, I don't know. I couldn't get a bead on why certain pieces were like that. Some of them obviously had knots and stuff in them, and that was pretty obvious, but I even had some with knots that split okay. So none of this stuff had the darker center to it. They all had that lighter center to it. I don't know. I couldn't really get it figured out why they were so miserable, but I am stacking it with my weight-wise and density-wise. It seems similar to me, and miserable-wise, to the hackberry. That lighter stuff there, excuse me. The lighter stuff there is the hackberry, and then this here is what we did today. So, I mean, it's pushing a third of a quart anyways. So, yeah, I mean, I'll take it. What we did get, I mean, there's some stringers on it and stuff, but there's a few pieces like this and had a hunk in it. And I put all my kind of like gnarly stuff that wouldn't stack well up top, but you can see down in there, there's some stuff that was a little stringy, but nothing I wouldn't be willing to sell. I mean, it looks okay. And yeah, so that's what we got done today. So I didn't pay anything for it, so there you go. That's what a day of splitting elm looked like. Well, if you ever wondered what it was like splitting elm, you got a taste of it today. Not awesome. Anyways, if you like what you saw, give us that thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And remember, no matter what it is you do or where it is you do it, always do it with integrity.